Hey y'all, this is Toya. You tuned in to Healthy Talks and Walks with Toya, where we are generational curse breakers that are growing in the uncomfortable. Hey y'all. So real quick, I want to talk about, do you trust God? Do you trust God? So I was thinking of this because recently I had some stuff come up in my mind and heart, and I was wrestling with it, and I realized the reason I was struggling with it and wrestling with it is because I wasn't really trusting God like that. And a lot of the times, people will easily say, oh yeah, I'm too blessed to be stressed and I trust God. But truly, who and what we trust is the first thing we run to when stuff go outside of the ordinary. Right? So I had started praying and saying, God, teach me to trust you. Teach me to trust you. So I did an episode a while back, and it was talking about the power of consistency and how we had water damage in our house. And so that started up front. Guess what? Since then, we done found water damage in the second part of our house. The air conditioner went out one day. The dryer went out. My car had to get repaired. It's just been thing after thing after thing. But can I tell you, recently Pastor Tim said we need to trust God the way we trust the chair when we sit down. The next time you sit in a chair and you don't think about, like, is it gonna hold you? You just sit there, right? And then also too, like when you lay in the bed, the way you trust your check gonna be in your account when you work these 2 weeks or however your check come, right? And so I got to thinking about that. And so I had made up in my mind, I said, I'm going to trust God, right? And when I tell you, I've been praying too now, God, teach me to trust you. Child, next thing I know, the people told us about that second water damage. I had to call to make another claim, yada, yada, yada. Literally, I said, you know what? I'm going to trust God. I had to tell myself, then the insurance company quoted us one thing, the repair people quoted us something different. And I'm going to tell you, initially, I did have a humanity moment where I'm like, okay, I need to work some extra hours. Me and Tori got to do something, right? And so in that moment, I was trying to trust me and what I can do. However, quickly, I remembered Romans 8:28, where it says, I am assured that all things work together for the good. It doesn't say all good things. Right? And so sometimes we're able to trust God when we think it's something good. When it's that blame, claiming and, all that hoop and holler, prosperity and things like that. And ain't nothing wrong with that. But you can find out if you trust God when things go left a little bit, right? Where do you run to? Where do you run to? And so I literally said, you know what? I'm going to trust God. And that's just what I did. This time when they told me about the second water damage, my reaction to how it was this time versus how it was the last time was just completely different. And it really shocked me because, and I had to take a step back and say, wow, like God really honored that prayer and taught me how to trust him. Because guess what, child, when so much stuff get put on your plate, you know what you got to do? You realize that you ain't no match. And so in my weakness, his strength is made strong. And so in that moment, I had to realize, no, I got to trust you right here. You said that all things will work together for the good, right? So if that be true, if the word of God be true, why is it then the moment something go the way we don't expect it to, when we got to wait a little bit longer, and I'm talking to me too, when stuff don't go the way we thought it should, you got passed up on the promotion, somebody treating you crazy on the job, or your husband acting crazy, your wife acting crazy, your friends acting crazy, or whatever like that, or you acting crazy, your mind ain't right? That we run to everything else, these self-help books and all this sort of stuff, instead of getting into the word of God and asking God to teach us how to trust him, teach our heart how to really depend on him, surrender to him. Surrender is an act of turning it over. And so I just wanted to encourage you guys, as I encourage myself, to trust God, because it's been some stuff that's just been put on your girl plate. And you know what? I could smile about it because truly I know that the battle ain't mine, it's the Lord's. And so I'm going to turn it right on over and give it right to him and trust him with it. I'm going to sit still and see the salvation of the Lord. And I encourage you guys to do the same thing. So don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share, because it may bless somebody else. Peace.